Hello guys, today we're going to talk about placement of the letters. So if you have your paper that looks like this or your paper that looks like this, perfect. Today I'm just going to practice on this sentence strip right here. And now if you don't have any of those papers, you can make your own. So that's what we're first going to do, is we're going to make our own paper. And sometimes getting the student to do this helps with remembering where the letters go. So first we're going to make a stoplight. And who can tell me what letters on, or what colors on top? That's right, red. Red means stop. And what does yellow mean? Slow down. And green means go. All right, now I'm going to do this. I am going to put a red line. So if the student can't do this, I definitely want it to be accurate. So the teacher or the parent, you might have to do this. And then I'm actually going to put a red line right here before the green. So red to red. And then right here, I'm going to put yellow dashes. So these are yellow letters, these are red letters, they go from red to red. And then last is the green letters. Okay, so that's your paper. So you can follow along and you can make your own paper if the paper I gave you. But anyways, I'm going to write on this one. Take this away, right over here. Let's start with red letters. So red letters, they go from red to red. They stop at red both ways. Red letters are all capital letters. Capital A, capital B, all through Z. Capital A through Z are all red letters. Now there are some lowercase red letters. One is lowercase h. One is similar, lowercase b. Lowercase f also is a red letter, goes from red to red. Lowercase d is also a red letter. Lowercase l. Lowercase t, red to red, because they stop at the reds. And then finally, I think this is the hardest letter of the alphabet to write, is lowercase k. Now that's the first part of K, which is red to red. But then it goes from the yellow dashes to the middle and then back down to the red. So these are all red letters. They go from red to red. They stop at the reds. If you want to pause now, you can, or we're going to move on to the next color, which is yellow letters. Yellow letters, they start at the yellow dashes and they stop at the red. They start from yellow and stop at the red. Let's do some yellow letters. One yellow letter is C, goes from yellow to red, does not go in the green. A is another yellow letter. N, R, most of the lowercase are yellow letters. M, S, U, yellow to red, V, W, X, Z. Now I'm going to say the hardest yellow letter, which is E. Now E is a yellow letter. It is below the dashes, but this yellow letter doesn't start at the dashes. It actually starts right in the middle between the dashes and the red line, goes across first, goes up to the dashes and around. So these are all yellow letters. Let's move it a little closer so you can see it. So let's see lowercase c. See how it goes from the yellow to the red line. A, N, R, M, S, U, V, W, X, Z, and then E is that special letter that starts in the middle, not at the dashes, but in the middle, and then goes up to the dashes and stops at the red line. So those are all yellow letters. The last letters we are going to work on today are the green letters. Now green means, that's right, green means go. So these letters can go into the green. They don't stop at the red. They can go into the green. So let's do some green letters. So one is G. Now all of these start at the yellow dashes and go into the green. J. Now this has a dot above the dashes. Q. And it goes down into the green. P. Starts the dashes, go into the P, into the green. And Y. These letters can go into the green. And let's get a little closer so you can see. So lowercase g starts at the yellow dashes, goes into the green, does not stop at red. Lowercase j, lowercase q, lowercase p, and lowercase y. All of those letters go into the green. Those are our green letters. All right, we're going to mix some of the letters now. So again, you can pause and stop the video, or you can keep going to make a sentence. So, you know what? One thing I didn't do yet, I'm going to drive first. So red letters, they go from red to red. Yellow letters go in from the yellow to the red. And green letters go, basically start at the yellow dashes and go into the green. I forgot to show that. So we're going to write a sentence now, and what we have to remember with our sentences is we have to have a space between our words. We also need to start with a capital. Remember, all capital letters are, that's right, red. So we already know we're going to use a red marker first. Real quick. So let's start with a sentence that's mostly red letters. So again, it's a capital, so that starts red to red. So O, we're going to write the word owls. So W, if you remember, is a yellow letter, goes from yellow to red. And L, lowercase l, is a red letter, goes from red to red. And S, lowercase s, goes from the yellow dashes to the red line. So that's owls. But we have to leave a space. Now, you could just use a spacer stick, or your finger. You can use your finger. You can use a very tiny car, if you will. Like this car would work. Or what you can do is you can use like a paper clip, or even, where is my paper clip? I just had my paper clip and it disappeared. Well, anyways, you could use something like a bobby clip or a paper clip, but bobby clips, you need to be a little bigger. But you can use something like this for the next word. Oh, here's my paper clip. So I had it slide here. Don't erase it. Okay. Now the next word is fly. Do you remember what letter F is? Is it a red, yellow, or green? It is a red. And what about lowercase l? Do you remember? It is a red. Now what about lowercase y? Do you remember what letter, what color that one is? It is a green. It goes from the yellow dashes into the green. And then we can put either a period or an exclamation point or a question mark. In this case, let's just put a period. So I'll just put a yellow period since it stops at the red. You notice how this period is right on the red line. It's not in the middle. It's right on the red line, the bottom red line. So owls fly, which is a true statement. So again, those are where the letters go. There's red letters, yellow letters, and green letters. So hopefully you can practice with those. You did great.